What is going on, you guys? It is your boy DJ Pack yet again with more reactions on this, the Temple Music Academy channel. Look, if you're new to the channel or returning, thank you so much for your continued support. I love you all the same. Please do your boy a solid like, comment, subscribe, clicking that bell notification below. The links to everything this channel is about will be in the description below. This does, of course, include links to our Patreon page where you can join and get exclusive content and videos like this a little earlier than everybody else, as well as our Twitch account, which we're starting to grow there and do some live reactions with you every Monday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Of course, those live streams I just mentioned, our Instagram page where you can watch my wife do hilarious reels, she's super into that, as well as emailing me or sending us gifts to open on said live streams. Like I said, the links to all of this is in the description below. Let's go to Angelina Jordan, Billie Jean. Angelina Jordan's become a massive staple on this channel for quite a long time, and fans of hers have emailed me consistently throughout the years, always asking, hey, when are you going to do this one, or you should totally do this one, and giving me more backstories. She tends to have inspired people on such a cosmic level to do good that they tend to have paragraphs of detail about her career and choice. As far as I understand, she's crushing it in the world wherever she wants to go and whatever she wants to do. And let's see what she has to do about this classic, iconic Michael Jackson song, Billie Jean. All right, you guys know how I roll. Let's get this going. I've got my headphones right here. I've got Angelina Jordan right there. But most importantly, I've got you guys right there. Magic Finger does the work. Let's watch it go. Ooh. I'm actually already getting a cabaret jazz feel. This is cool.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, what do you mean? I am the one who will dance on the floor in the round. She said, I am the one who will dance on the floor in the round.
I like the scene changes. When we did yesterday, she was all in the yellow and like the shopping cart thing, and this is cool, changing scenes and colors. Very bright, very ambient, very like happy inducing. It's good. I want to point out the microphone though. It sounds very hot. I'm hearing her breaths and her lip smacks and stuff. It's very hot. I'm not used to hearing a mic this hot when Angelina performs. So let's see where this takes us.
She told me her name was Billie Jean as she caused a scene, and every hit turned with her eyes that dreamed of being the one who would dance on the floor in the round. People always told me, be careful what you do, don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And my mother always told me, be careful who you love, be careful what you do, cause the lie becomes the truth. Yeah, Billie Jean is not my lover, she's just a girl who claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She said I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Yeah, 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 yeah. For 40 days and for 40 nights, the law was on her side. But who can stand when she's in the main? Her schemes and her plans. Cause we danced on the floor in the round. So take my strong advice, just remember to always think twice. Don't think twice, don't think twice.
So that's where the cabaret jazz feel is going to be significantly different, because that triplet feel, remember to always think twice, was done with all the instrumentals as well. So we're seeing a lot of differences immediately too. Angelina tends to sing with a lot of constriction in her voice and her like tonality. I think that's just a sound that she's developed over time to become like her sound so that we recognize it's Angelina. But it's interesting to see how she approaches this differently and what subtleties she do. I always struggle to give metaphors that would make sense because, like, I'm hearing notations that are slightly different or inflections in her voice that are slightly different than the original, of course, because it's Michael Jackson and it's Angelina Jordan. So it's clearly two opposing different people with opposing different musician styles, opposing different vocal talents and vocal skills, or rather, I should say, vocal styles. And of course, culturally, the era both of these people existed in would fundamentally affect them too, right? So there's that to consider as well.
She told my baby we danced to 3, and she looked at me and showed a photo of a baby crying. His eyes were like mine, 'cause we danced on the floor in the round, baby. Hey, hey, hey. People always told me, be careful what you do, and don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. But she came and stood right by me, just to smell her sweet perfume. This happened much too soon. She called me to her room. Hey, oh, Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. No, 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 no. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. Oh, yeah, 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 but the kid is not my son. She says I am the one, but the kid is not my son, not my son. No, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the wheelhouse that Angelina Jordan is very, very strong in, is this cabaret jazz style vocal scatting or vamping, like where it's an improvisational just vocal sounds coming out over kind of a piano sound.
But the kid is not my son, not my son. No, 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 no. No, no, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Let's talk. The dangerous thing about doing a cover of an iconic song is you cause people to naturally do a comparison of that. And the thing about music is it's so subjective that it's kind of horrible to consistently be doing comparisons of any kind. Now, that being said, I thought Angelina really knocked this out of the park in her own motif. If the goal was, I'm going to take this super iconic song and make it my own, putting it into the wheelhouse of things that I love to do and super showing my strengths. If that was Angelina's goal, it's an 11 out of 10. This is going to be one of those times that I've said before on the channel where I am going to prefer the original over this version, but that's to take nothing away from Angelina. It still sounded exactly like her if she was to cover the song. But I have questions to you major Angelina Jordan fans out there. You've told me before that she's responsible for the majority of all her arrangements. Did she do this arrangement as well? And if so, is that her playing the piano as well? I have a million questions I'd like to ask you guys. Please let me know things like this in the comments below, as I learn a lot from you guys, and I'm always super grateful to learn things. Angelina's use of multiple bright colors in this keeps the vibe happy and positive. The way that she has a super hot microphone and that we could hear every breath and lip smack and mouth movement thing kind of adds to that cabaret feel that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, as well as the overall sound and motif of how the piano was arranged to keep the idea of Billie Jean alive, but still in the style that Angelina is trying to portray in this exact experience. Guys, I hope you like this version, and I hope you like this video. Wherever you're on, whatever you're doing, I hope you're kicking ass and taking names because you deserve it. And as we always say around here, watch it go.